Okay, we back in the Word of the Most High. We're going to Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, the 32nd chapter and verse 14. We're dealing with principles of discipline. So we're in Ecclesiasticus, the 32nd chapter, the 14th verse. Whoso feareth the Most High will receive his discipline. You know? If you fear the Most High, you're going to be able to receive his discipline. And they that seek him early shall find favor. You know? You seek him early, so you're going to find favor with him. So go to Hosea. Hold that. Go to Hosea 5:15. Understand, overstand what the Most High told us. Hosea 5:15. He said, I will go and return to my place. This is the Most High. He said, I'm going to go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense. Till we acknowledge how we have offended the Most High. And seek my face, it says. And seek his face. Because he turned his back on us. He turned his face away from us. In their affliction, hear that? In their affliction, they will seek me early. Why we got to be afflicted over and over and over and over and over again before we seek the Most High? He said, in their affliction, they will seek me early. But understand and overstand this. Once again, as you've been afflicted, you seeking the Most High early. He said, Ecclesiastes 32:14, whoso feareth the Most High, in your affliction, you're going to fear the Most High. That's what he told us in Proverbs 1. He going to mock and laugh at you. When he bring forth his hand, the messengers of the Most High, to bring forth what it is you need to hear, well, you hear or forbear. Whoso fear the Most High will receive his discipline. Discipline, y'all. His orders. His way. That will make you righteous in his eyes. And they that seek him early shall find favor. In your affliction, you're going to seek me early, he said. So when he's afflicting you, and he's afflicting us, and we can't get away from it because he said who he loves, he chastens. And whoever you do something wrong, he going to get it. He going to deal with you. So ain't no way of getting around it. Because you go back to the beginning, he said all you need is me. And we refused him. He said all you need is me and the tree of life. And live forever. And don't eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil or you're going to die. And until this day, our people are still eating of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. That's why I just told you. Some by the wayside, some fell on stony ground, some fell on thorns, and some fell on good ground. That parable, that mystery of the kingdom, that secret that he want everybody to know of the kingdom, and people are following their own way and not the way of the Most High. And it's sad because you know the results. Well, you got to tell our people to deal, or their blood is on you. Teachers, men of the Most High. Ain't no partiality in this. I don't care if you win, lose, or whatever. It is what it is. That's what he said. Listen to what he said. He said, I'm going to go to my place till we acknowledge their offense, man, how we offended the Most High, whose name is jealous by our own way. What the world say? Follow your heart. So a lot of you follow your own mind to hell. You in hell, you're going to be thrown in hell. Burning where the worms never die and the fires never quench. Or you change, you can see everlasting life with comfort. And no more crying, no more tears, no one can ever cause you to be sad. That's what this is about. But you see what's written in the book. Woe, mourning, and lamentations. Come on. But y'all want something different. We gonna have that. You gonna tell me you gonna have that before the kingdom come? He said, in our affliction, he said, I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense, how we offended the Most High. Y'all ain't talking about how we offended the Most High. Who talking about that? Who really talking about how we have broken the Most High's laws? We did him wrong. He said he cried. He cried for what we did to him. Who talking about that? Everybody about themselves. Look at this, my world. This my world's my world. Just I, me. How I feel, how you feel, how this person feel, whatever. Most I don't care about that. You hear what he said? I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, you know what he said? In their affliction, they will seek me early. You gotta understand this, people. And see, what a lot of us don't realize is these heathen nations, these other nations, they know that the Most High hid his face from us. You gotta understand, it was a time when we were the jewels of the Most High and ruling over all these nations. And you think they didn't pass that down? Why, you ain't get no reparations. Forget that. Not in this world, but we're going to have reparations. We read Obadiah 17 verse. Oh, yeah. Look what he told us. Go to Ezekiel, the 23rd chapter. Let's start at verse 25. He said, and I will set my jealousy against thee. Ezekiel 23 and 25. And they shall deal furiously with thee. Can't you feel that? They shall take away thy nose and thy ears. Cut our nose off and our ears off. And thy remnant shall fall by the sword. Those that's left gonna fall by the sword. They shall take thy sons and thy daughters, and thy residue shall be devoured by the fire. They shall also strip thee out of thy clothes and take away thy fair jewels. Take away our clothes and take away our fair jewels, our beautiful jewelry that we have. Thus will I make thee thus shall I make thy lewdness. Lewdness. Like everybody's they got see-through dresses and so forth. Lewdness. Showing everything. You gotta understand, you gotta think about how nobody look. You pretty much see it the way how tight their clothes be. Lewdness. That's why he said, thus shall also strip thee out of thy clothes and take away thy fair jewels. He said, gonna strip us off of all our clothes. When there's captivity, slavery, butt naked. Thus will I make thy lewdness to cease from thee, and thy whoredom, hear what he said, and thy whoredom brought from the land of Egypt, so that thou shalt not lift up thine eyes unto them, nor remember Egypt anymore. For thus said the Most High Power, behold, I will deliver thee into the hand of them whom thou hatest. So I'm going to give you to those that you hate, into the hand of them from whom thy mind is alienated. And they shall deal with thee hatefully. We didn't want to follow him. In their affliction, they will seek me early. See, and they will deal with them hatefully, and shall take away all thy labor, and shall leave thee naked and bare, butt naked. And bare, what you think go whenever you butt naked? You ain't got no control of yourself at all. And the nakedness of thy whoredoms shall be discovered, both thy lewdness and thy whoredoms. I will do these things unto thee, because thou hast gone a whoring after the heathen. So I'm going to do these things to you because you done went a whoring after these other nations, all the gods of the nations. All the gods of the nations are idols. Psalms 96 and 5. He told us, learn not the way of the heathen. Jeremiah 10 and 2. I will do these things unto thee because thou hast gone a whoring after the heathen, and because thou art spoiled with their idols. See? And all these different religions. When the Most High gave us laws, statutes, commandments, and the religions are teaching we not under the laws. Thou hast walked in the way of thy sister. Talking about the northern tribe. Therefore will I give her cup into thine hand. The same way I did to the northern tribes. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, you're going to receive the same thing. Thus said the Most High power. Thou shalt drink of thy sister's cup deep and large. Thou shalt be laughed to scorn and had in derision. It containeth much. Understand the word of the Most High, though. This is real. This is real as real could be. Because we ain't want to follow him. That's what he said he's going to do. Now, what we going to do? We got to come back to him. Or he's going to continue to have his face hid from us. That's why we got to repent, come back to his law, statutes, commandments, and do what he say do. Otherwise, we're going to be subject to what it is that the heathen know. They know this. We don't know it, but the heathen know this. That he turned his back on us. He turned his face away from us. That's a shame. So we're going to look at 1 Corinthians 15. 1 Corinthians 15 chapter. In 42. First Corinthians 15 and 42 to 44. So also is the resurrection of the dead. It is sown in corruption, it is raised in incorruption. Those that die in corruption will be raised in incorruption, a righteous kingdom. It is sown in dishonor, especially being buried in a land that's not yours. Going to be sown in dishonor. It is raised in glory of the kingdom. It is sown in weakness. It is raised in power. You hear that? It is sown a natural body. It is raised a spiritual body. There is a natural body and there is a spiritual body. See? There's a natural body, there's a spiritual body. That's why he told us in chapter 5 of 2 Corinthians, 5th chapter. For we know, verse 1, for we know that if our earthly house, which is a earthly body, of this tabernacle, our body, were dissolved, well, you know, the body, when you die, the flesh goes back to the dirt, which it came from. We have a building of the Most High, and house made, not made with hands, eternal in the heavens, a spiritual body. For in this we groan earnestly, desiring to be clothed upon with our house which is from heaven, the spiritual body that the Most High have for us. If so be that being clothed we shall not be found naked or exposed to wickedness or sins. For we that are in this tabernacle, in this body, do groan, being burdened, not for that we would be unclothed, but clothed upon, that mortality might be swallowed up of life. These mortal bodies may receive immortality by a spiritual body that the Most High have for us when we make that change. In the twinkling of an eye, we make that change. Most High will. Therefore, we always are confident, knowing that, which we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Most High. For we walk in by faith, not by sight. See? We are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body and to be present with the Most High. Wherefore we labor that whether present or absent, we may be accepted of Him. Regardless of whatever it is, where we amongst each other or we not amongst each other, we still got to remember every day we doing things to be accepted by the Most High. We must all appear before the judgment seat of Mashiach Yahushua, the Most High has given all authority to judge, according to Him. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of a Mashiach, that everyone may receive the things done in his body. These mortal bodies, y'all. These rental bodies that He's given us, according to that He have done, whether it be good or bad. Whether you kept the commandments of the Most High, or whether you broke the commandments of the Most High. Knowing therefore the terror of a Mashiach. Don't sound like no love to me. Knowing therefore the terror of the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushua, who said, I and my Father are one. We agree. We persuade men, but we are made manifest unto the Most High, and I trust also are made manifest in your consciences. I hope you listen to this. That's your mind, the way you think. Hope you hearing. Matthew 16:27. Matthew 16:27. For the Son of Man shall come in His glory. Excuse me. For the Son of Man, or Mashiach Yahushua, shall come in the glory of His Father with His angels, 200 million to be exact. And then He shall reward every man according to his works. Hear that? He going to reward us all according to what we have done in these mortal bodies. Okay? Ecclesiasticus, the 23rd chapter in the Apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus, the 23rd chapter. We're dealing with principles of discipline, y'all. Ecclesiastes, 23rd chapter. And we're going to read the 6th verse. Ecclesiasticus 20. Let me see. Is that what I want? I want Ecclesiasticus 27 and 6. It says, the fruit declare if the tree have been dressed. The fruit on declare was that you have dressed the tree to bring forth the best fruit that the tree could produce, right? So is the utterance of a conceit in the heart of man. So is the utterance of the conceitedness in the mind of man. They're going to utter the words to let you know that they conceited. The conceit in the heart of man. The mind of man. That's why we got to be on point. We cannot be messing around with this. Go to 1 Corinthians 3 and 6. That's why you do all this. You go through all this, and this be on your mind. You say, you meditate on this. You deal with the world and how the world is. You see all the things and social media and things that you see in your own personal life, and we go through all these things, all this, and it's like, that's why I say, what's the word on you when the book is closed? When the book is closed, almost like you're listening